Guys, we've got a great video for you today. We're going to be talking about multiple ways to invest if you have $25,000 liquid right now. And according to most measures of investment, having $25K liquid does consider you a high income earner, which we often talk about here on this channel. That's great. But now, where do I put that money? Where do I put it confidently? There's plenty of ways to do this, and I wanted to kind of give you a full spectrum. Some people are less or more risk averse, but these are some things, some that you can explore. We love bringing content like this to you on the channel, so please smash that thumbs up button below if you like this and you want more like it. That helps out our algorithms. Number one, guys, pay off debt. Now, this isn't the sexiest way to use the $25K, but it's one I can't leave out. Paying off debt, especially high interest credit cards, it can be one of the biggest investments that you can make with that $25K. According to Wallet Hub, the average credit card interest is 17.98% for new offers and 4.58% for existing offers. But according to Goldman Sachs, the average stock market return for 10 years is 9.2% in the past 140 years. So when factoring interest on credit cards versus a much smaller return with the stock market, for example, you can hopefully understand, kind of my point here if you just think about it for a second. Two is going to be real estate. That's my background. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's the hottest real estate or one of the hottest real estate markets in the history. However, guys, there's been ups and downs in real estate forever. Yet 90% of millionaires made their wealth with some sort of real estate investment portfolio. I assure you, it doesn't matter what the market is, there's going to always be ways to make money in real estate. One joint study by the University of California, for example, and the German Central Bank, they found that over the last 145 years, real estate offered the highest returns of any asset class. Even better, it did so with far less volatility than stocks. As such, one of the easiest ways to grow your money is to invest in real estate. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, learned to grow his money quickly by making down payments for rental properties and gaining profit then by selling the property later at a higher price. Very simple. You could also invest your $25K in raw lands with companies like Acre Trader. Investing in lands is a profitable venture because one real key metric is scarcity. Land is very scarce. Its demand is always going to be higher than its supply. Simply, more land cannot be created. Another option to invest in real estate is with a REIT, or a real estate investment trust. Fundrise is one of the first investment platforms to create a simple, low-cost way for anyone to access real estate's historically consistent, exceptional returns. Your $25,000 could go a long way through Fundrise, as they consistently make 8.7 to 12.4% in historical returns, which would be $3,100 in profit for your $25K. Number three is going to be mutual funds. Another way to really invest that $25,000 in the stock market is through mutual funds. A mutual fund is an investment vehicle that holds a portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other securities. Since they hold many securities, it makes it a very attractive investment for someone who has $25,000 to invest. Investing your money in a mutual fund instead of individual stocks means you get diversification, convenience, and lower costs, all of which we look for in investing. According to Investopedia, the top 5 biggest mutual funds in the stock exchange right now are Vanguard Total Stock. Number 2 is going to be the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. Number 3 is going to be the Vanguard Institutional Index Mutual Fund. 4 is going to be the Fidelity Government Cash Reserves Fund. And number 5 is going to be the Vanguard Federal Money Market Fund. So if you are interested, take a look at one of those 5. Some people may wonder how mutual funds are different than index funds. An index fund only seeks market average returns, very safe returns on index funds, while active mutual funds, they've got fund managers, and these folks are trying to outperform the market. This means that the fees for active mutual funds are higher than index funds and less predictable returns. Number 4 is going to be start a business. We talk about that often on the channel. Starting a business is one of my personal favorite ways to get rich because of how much money you can make. I've started multiples in my career. Investing your $25K in that promising business venture, that you put on the back burner for lack of money, if it's a high-risk business, obviously be sure to conduct your research into your prospect, seek expert advice, obviously develop a solid business plan before starting out. You can also consider buying an existing business model and or franchise that has proven success and a blueprint to follow, and coaching and support along the way. Of course, the money amount required to start your business really just depends on your business model and obviously the industry. However, a 2009 study conducted by the Ewing Marion Kauffman Foundation puts the average cost of starting a business around $25,000. really leaving you no money left for other investments. Alternatively, starting a business with no money might initially seem like a far-fetched idea, OPM guys, but it's not impossible. You can even use a debt weapon, or there are several other sources that you can obtain this funding capital to get these projects off the ground. Number 5 is going to be a high-yield savings account. Again, not tremendously profitable. This is another way to invest your $25K though, with very, very little risk, obviously. It's much more profitable than a normal savings account. Your money can sit in there, accrue some, minor interest until you're ready to really invest in a bigger and more profitable ventures. Most experts recommend Axos Bank's high-yield savings. Within that savings account, you can typically earn a very impressive 0.61 annual percentage rate, which is 6x the national average. On a $25,000 balance, you'll earn $153 annually compared to $25 as the national average. So you aren't getting rich, obviously, but it's a safe place to park your money to get a small return while you find something bigger and better. Number 6 is invest using a Robo-Advisor. A Robo-Advisor, for anyone that doesn't know, it's a class of financial advisors that provide financial advice, investment management online with moderate to minimal human contact. So there's very little interaction with them. Effectively, what they do is they provide digital financial advice, really based on mathematical rules and algorithms. When taking a look at really the best Robo-Advisor, look for ones that have tax loss harvesting. That's going to help with capital gains taxes. Look for low fees and really the overall best performance. I've gone out and taken a look at a handful on your behalf. The most highly rated Robo-Advisors I found were the following: Betterment, and that's got a best overall rating. Wealthfront, best overall rating. And Bloom, which is going to be the best for 401k management. Acorns is another one that's going to be best for fees. Number 7, invest in an emergency fund. One wise thing to do once you've got $25K in hand is to set up an emergency account or fund one if you've already got it. It will shield you from life's unpleasant surprises. No one is immune in this world from life's curveballs. We get them all the time. We often talk about it here on the channel on planning for these emergencies. Again, not the sexiest ways to use that $25K, but a very sound one that obviously if some emergency like that were to happen in your life, you'd be very happy that you put that money away. Number 8 is going to be peer-to-peer lending. This is kind of a unique way to make money and have a direct positive impact on the lives of people with platforms at places like Lending Club or Prosper. And what you'll do is you'll start giving loans to peers that are registered on those platforms. You can buy into thousands of different loans to really spread out, mitigate your risk, and earn a profit in the form of interest. Obviously, guys, before investing $25,000, take a deep breath, go over your financial situation. Everyone's going to be different. Think about your short, your long-term goals. Do you have any pressing financial issues right now that you need to deal with before making some other investment? Only you are going to know your risk tolerance. So that alone will help you decide which way and really where you want to invest and really plant your money. Whether you want to use it as a down payment on a rental property, pay off some expenses, invest, or get involved in a taxable brokerage account, it's really all up to your risk tolerance. Guys, if you like information like this, again, please smash that thumbs up button below. That really helps out our algorithms. We love putting this content together for you. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and tell you to do your research as well, but I think that regardless of who's watching, one of these 8 should apply to you. Now, again, guys, there's many more strategies out there. I just really honed in on this handful that kind of piqued my interest, and I've got some experience with them as well. So I wanted to share them with you. Thanks again for joining us. If you're not a subscriber already, go ahead and subscribe below. We bring content like this on the channel all the time. Ding that bell notification below. That's going to alert you as we bring additional videos here on the VIP Financial Education YouTube channel, where we talk about all things credit, capital, and cash flow. Until next time, take care. Make it a great day.